Hello, this is Dr. Martina, your online sex therapist. We have a new year just around the corner, and we can kick 2021 to the curb and start hopefully a new 2022 with new intentions. And I'm interested in your intentions that you might have for your sexuality, for the relationship that you have with your sexuality. If you're one of the many people who would like to have a better sex life and would like to make some intentions but don't know where to start, then this video is for you. I put together 5 questions that I would love for you to look at them and take your time answering them, and I can promise you it will get that process of changing your sex life for the better going. So here are the questions. When you ask yourself that question, am I ready to like my body? I don't want you to think about the shape of your nose or the shape of your thighs. I want you to think about, am I ready to like my vagina? Am I ready to like my penis? Am I ready to like what the body gives me sexually, the erotic zones my body offers? Am I ready to like the words I use from my vagina? That is the kind of relationship when I talk about when I ask you, are you ready to like your body? So if you are, then that is wonderful. And if you're not, make sure what stands in the way. Write down what stands in the way so you know what to work on. What your project is about liking your body. It may appear that this question has an obvious answer. But what I would like for you to do is look at your past. Have you always let quality trump quantity? Or was your ego involved with quantity? Were your expectations involved with quality? Whatever it was for you, look at that and whatever you want it to be from here on now. Because remember, our sexuality changes. So spend some time with this question, as simple as the question may appear to be. I know this is a question that mostly goes for the women, even so men have also been caught with saying yes to sex even so they didn't want to have sex. So being able to say no when it's actually the harder thing to say, and not falling onto the easy way out and saying, oh, let me just say yes, because it's much easier to say yes than going to have to explain why I don't want to have sex. But I think it's really important that you learn that you improve on your communication skills so you are capable to say no to sex with love and kindness and grace, and without making other people wrong about it or without making yourself wrong about it. So think about this question, and if things stand in the way, write down what stands in the way for you to be able to say no, so we can add that to the project of working on that in next year. This question 4 is actually a fun one, because the reward about really working on this question is that you're going to find out what you really like. So if you're thinking about a meal, was it a good meal? Was it a great meal? What made it a great meal? Maybe it was what was on the plate. Maybe it was not especially what was on the plate, but how it was prepared. So this question, if you really think about it, take your time, sit down and take your time and look at some sexual experiences that you have. Pick some in your brain that have been in your memory bank that have been great, and then put them next to something that was good. And then you'll see the difference. And it will help you identify what it is that you like, because that's not an easy task. When we want to have a different outcome, we need to make some changes. With anything, that is. If you want to have a different cake, you need to change the ingredients. So looking at this question 5 with an open heart and really identifying and being honest with yourself, okay, what am I repeating in my sexual relationship? I asked this question myself a couple of years ago because I was just getting bored with my sex, and I realized that my pattern is that I was always the teacher. And I never allowed myself to be a student because of my insecurity, expectations of the other, whatever it was. But that pattern, I saw it. It was screaming at me as soon as I really spent some time on the question. And then I realized, wow, I don't have to do that. I can actually expand my experiences by making sure I don't repeat any patterns and get a little uncomfortable. Because remember, that's where it's outside of the comfort zone where the magic happens. So spend the same amount of time on this question as you do with the others, maybe even more time on this, because it will give you an insight of what it is that you want to change about yourself. Sex is an activity that can be learned, and you too can do that. And if you're in a situation right now where your sex life is not what you want it to be, then you can learn how to improve that. Take these 5 questions seriously, answer them, and if you need any help with them, please give me a call, because I want to help you improve your sex life, and I want to help you step out of your comfort zone so you can experience sexual magic. All of this is possible for everyone that really has a desire to improve their sexuality. I will see you next week in the new year.